Working with AWS has allowed us to run as fast as we can run. And I think that's where AWS really helped us, was we didn't have to think about what we were going to be in the beginning. My name is Harper Reed. I was a CTO for Obama for America. Because of how a campaign is run, it's much different than a normal organization. We start very small, we grow very big, and then we go back to very small. And the spikes, you don't know when they're going to happen. What happened more often than not was the president would say something. He would say, and go make calls at calls.barackobama.com. And then suddenly we'd have an influx of 30,000 people or more clicking on a link on their phone after the president just told them to. When we started thinking about how the technology was going to scale, we looked at a lot of the different providers out there, and we noticed that there was one that stood out amongst all the others, and that was AWS. It allowed us to have a technology partner that matched our scaling internally with our organization and with our technology. It was a good match of what we wanted to do and what we needed to do. What separated us from 2008 and 2012 was we tried to create an opportunity for people to participate in the campaign online. We couldn't have supported the amount of traffic that we got as it ramped up, because this was the ultimate hockey stick. We went from, a small number of visitors to, oh my God, we have all the visitors. And very quickly, in actually 3 days. We designed for durability and redundancy very simply, making sure that we use all of the services that AWS provided, very specifically taking advantage of all the APIs that were provided to make sure that our apps were kind of self-aware. At Obama for America, we used pretty much all the services that were available. We used a lot of S3, we used a lot of EC2, we used a lot of RDS, we used a lot of SQS. We had a very sophisticated DevOps team who really believe and live in the world of cloud computing. We spent a lot of time working on just failing our infrastructure, making sure that if this side broke, we could pop it up over here. Cloud computing has already changed how elections treat their technology. We were able to rely on AWS growing at a moment's notice to insane heights. And to prepare for that, we would have had to, A, be very smart with capacity planning in the beginning, which we didn't have time to be, which we weren't. And B, we would have had to spend so much money to support this from the beginning. Usually there's some pivot point where you move on to the next provider where you need to run faster. We haven't reached that point where there's a limit. I don't think there's a way to go back. I think we can only go forward.